Cool. Okay, guys.
Oh, we already got questions.
Welcome to Fitlosophy. I'll be your host today. Joined by the wonderful and jacked Luke May of Luke May Fitness.
Working on it.
And Kyle Smith of Warrior Bootcamp, also very jacked. And today we are going to go over our journeys, our fitness journeys, how we got here, and our philosophies. Later on, we're going to get to some fitness hacks and answer some questions.
I think we should answer the questions sooner than later because I got a couple.
Okay. Well, do you want to talk about our journeys first, maybe? A little bit about us? People
Sure. Or you guys want questions answered now or what?
Yeah. We'll answer your questions in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Luke, let's start with you, man.
Who am I?
Who are you? How'd you get here? And what is your Fitlosophy?
Okay, cool. My name's Luke.
Much love, Zach.
I run my company is Luke May Fitness. Couldn't come up with anything better than that. I started out just I've been in the fitness industry. Well, I've been in the gym since I was in 6th grade.
Sixth grade.
So lots of exposure there, and then got really interested in helping people, training people. So I trained my friends through the years, and went to university for sports science in the UK.
Ooh.
Dropped out to get married to my beautiful Canadian wife. Moved over here. Went to Nate for training over here, and now I've been training here for a little bit. So yeah, it's good stuff. My Fitlosophy. Oh, you don't have to get back to me on that one.
Philosophy. Okay. All right.
To me on that one.
Kyle, who are you, and how'd you get here?
I am Kyle Smith.
He's also answering questions at the same time. Multitask.
Well, no, I'm just keeping people up to date.
Okay, cool.
So, my name's Kyle Smith, owner of Warrior Bootcamp. I was in the culinary industry for 5 years, 3 months, and 14 days.
What? Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's sweet, bro.
And then I wanted to change what?
Such good food.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I got into fitness because I wanted to change, and I wanted to positively impact the people around me the same way that I got positively impacted.
That's a very good reason.
Cool.
Yeah. It's kind of like pay it forward.
Yeah. I like that.
All right. Do you have a Fitlosophy, or should we get back to that one?
My philosophy is don't suck.
Don't suck.
It's pretty much that. Yeah. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
Pain is the blacksmith, and you're supposed to be the ultimate weapon. That's my philosophy, actually.
Cool.
It changed. That was quick.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
Blown around by the wind.
I'm Matt MacLean of Fortitude Functional Fitness. I just recently started at Evolve with these guys here, which is awesome. I was actually working as a personal trainer now for about 14 years, like a long ass time. Like Luke, I started pretty young. It wasn't grade 6, I think it was grade 8 for me, working out.
Sucks.
And I can honestly say, he was way more jacked than me in grade 7 for sure.
100%.
But I can honestly say I haven't ever taken off 2 weeks of working out, basically since I started. Like, wisdom teeth taken out, getting sick, whatever. Never more than a week, I don't think. Nothing I can remember. So I've always been in fitness. How did I get here? I mean, I guess after high school, I went to Nate for personal training. Even within high school, I was training my friends and working at a gym, so I was in fitness.
Hey, Kaylee.
Fuck off, Kaylee. And then I guess I'm here now at Evolve. That's pretty much my fitness journey. My life has been fitness up to this point.
We should answer questions.
Sweet. Yeah, let's do some questions.
Yeah, we got a couple of questions here, and I don't want to lose track of them all. So, first question, and all of you have awesome questions so far. So, first question is by the wonderful Laura.
Nice. Well done, Laura.
Yeah.
Ahead of time.
She says, yes, I do. Just nursing a bit of a knee injury. When is a good time to start adding the weight back into my lifts?
Ooh, okay.
See, that's why I wanted to get to the questions first.
Yeah, that's a big question.
Laura started this off. She's like, boom, knowledge bombs.
That's a big question, yeah. Because, it could be so many different things, right? Like, depending on the injury.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the injury, I would say if there's pain, definitely you're too early, right? Don't start yet. yeah, I mean that could be anything, right? That's a pretty tough thing to answer without actually assessing it.
Yeah. Are you doing anything right now to strengthen the knees at all, Laura? Or are you just kind of waiting for the pain to...
It's inflammation.
Okay.
So, I mean, if it's inflammation, you can definitely ice, right?
Talk about your injury.
Yeah, so I've had a shoulder injury. I had it actually, it lasted for a year and a half the first time round. And it was tendonitis, tendinosis, some slight tears. But mostly what bothered me was the tendinosis, which is like basically inflammation, right? So what I found worked the best is at first, basically not trying to work through pain, waiting until it feels quite a bit better at first. So I was icing it 4 times a day. Then when I got to the point where I could do certain movements without them, hurting much. I mean, you can't wait until it's perfect because it might never be perfect kind of thing, right? So once I felt that I can do exercise without it making it worse, I slowly went through small progressions on it, and eventually you're going to increase the tissue tolerance from there. And it's just going to take time. But in the meantime, I would just ice like 4 times a day for 5 minutes. Ice
while
massage.
there's still kind of that initial inflammation and stuff, that's kind of the body saying, like, I'm going to protect this joint, make sure it doesn't hurt itself anymore. During that time, like Matt's saying, you want to wait till that goes down. Once that has gone down, you said that you think it might be it might be a weakness in the quads. It's hard to say without seeing, but yeah, it depends on whether, for example, if you jumped off a box, if your knees were to go in when you land, that could give us some indications, or just various different portions of your movement would really help to help us understand. So if you do have any kind of ideas of how your knees do operate, and if they do kind of go in at any point during your squat, or if you jump off something, then that would help understand what's going on there. So,
all right.
Yeah, it could be a variety of things.
What else do we got here? I got some questions up here. I gotta see.
Matt, what's your Fitlosophy?
Oh, my Fitlosophy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my
Talk about
Fitlosophy.
philosophies too. And then Princess JB, we'll get to your question next.
Okay, so my Fitlosophy, basically like my outlook on fitness, my beliefs, I guess you could say. Well, I believe that that way too many people follow like a bodybuilder style program where they're doing like small muscle isolation work just because that's what they know. Working in a commercial gym for 14 years, it seemed like 90% of people that worked out there were on like a bodybuilder style program. Like they were doing a chest day, they're doing a legs day, they're doing a back day kind of thing. And, maybe only 10% or 5% of those people were actually like competing in bodybuilding or having that bodybuilding goal, right? So I just feel like there's better ways to train. You see like a weight loss person that's doing like small isolation, like bicep curls or something, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like it's a super inefficient way to get fit, right? You should be doing a program that has multi-joint exercises, so everything that you're doing is sort of burning more calories, right? And creating like you're improving balance, you're improving coordination. Like basically, we have to define fitness, right? Like what is fitness?
I was about to ask you.
It's and I think that like a bodybuilding style program that is just addressing like an aesthetic, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. But I also find that if you're following like a functional program with conditioning in it and you're just training the total body, that you're actually going to get a better aesthetic look just as a result of training that hard anyway. So I guess I would say that my Fitlosophy is bodybuilding is not the only way, right? It's not a bad way, but it's very niche. And if you have any other goal besides bodybuilding, you shouldn't be on a bodybuilding program, right? So yeah. I guess, that's not really a Fitlosophy. I'm almost, and I'm not trashing bodybuilding. I did it for 10 plus years myself. It was great. But, there are
other options.
There are other options, right? I believe in trying to become your best physical being, right? Just improving performance kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I think for me, because I didn't answer either.
Right.
I think your philosophy has to be so much shorter.
It will be.
Well, we got like 45 minutes, right? Yeah, we got a long time to talk. So
I think like it comes down to what is fitness, and you kind of went into that a little bit, but for me, it comes down to what somebody is doing on a regular basis as an individual. So you can kind of use the word like, am I fit to do that? You know, am I fit to go and play the game of golf? You know, am I fit to go and play tennis?
Shaw.
You know, and if you're, is he a bodybuilder?
No, JJ Shaw or JJ underscore Shaw 779. Yeah, my beard's a little distracting.
Beautiful,
but beautiful. If you guys have any questions, comment below right here.
Yeah, so like if you're fit, you know, if you're fit to do a certain thing, then you're fit in that area, right? So if you want all around fitness, then you have to be much more versatile in what you're doing, and I think that's kind of what Matt's referring to a little bit is having that versatility and that general fitness to do almost any given task at any time.
I feel you're building life skills this way, right? Where I just found when I was doing bodybuilder style training, and like I said, for like 10 plus years, long time, I just didn't feel like it had any transfer over into anything real life. Like just like myself playing in flag football league or whatever. I didn't find that I could really move better or I was really that much stronger. Like, I mean, I was stronger with very isolated movements when I was doing bodybuilder style, but we would bring like big bodybuilders on the team to work on the line, right? Because there's contact on the line, and I kind of thought, oh, hey, this guy's, you know, this is a big husky guy. He'll probably do good for the team. And they always ended up getting hurt first game or two just because they don't have that tissue tolerance in different ranges of motion because they're just used to doing this isolated linear work. And they always ended up getting hurt. So I just found that it's just not a very transferable training system for real life, right?
Unless you're doing shows.
Unless you're doing shows.
Yeah. And on another point, front desk staff, questions. Give us some questions. Kaylee, get on that.
We see you there. Kaylee, we know you have questions.
Come on. On that note of questions.
Do we have questions?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Princess JB asks, push-ups to strengthen core quickly. I imagine what she's asking is, do push-ups strengthen the core?
Yes. Short answer.
Yes. When you do them right, for sure.
Define core.
Okay.
Core.
You know
That's what she said.
Abs?
Let me...
Princess JB, if you're still watching, comment below more specifically what you're looking for.
Well, hey, I can answer that one, I think.
Okay.
So, when you see people doing push-ups and doing planks, you always see this. Can I get on the camera here and
Yeah, sure.
try to... Can I get on all these cameras?
No,
give it
No, not really. Okay, so anyway, you see my lower back here, right? You see people planking with like this soft lower back where their back is arching in, and really you're just putting stress on your spine, right? All you got to do is squeeze your glutes and then get the distance between your rib cage and your hips a little closer together, right? So you're kind of almost like turtle shelling your back. So activate your glutes, activate your abs. That's going to protect your back, and then you will be working your core while you're doing your push-ups, while you're doing your planks. If you're just doing a push-up with like a lazy core and lazy glutes, you're just sort of hanging out on your facet joints and your spine.
Yeah.
So it's not really...
show me.
It's not really show me.
Helping your...
Matt's showing you Princess JB.
Well,
hi,
we don't
Sheena.
really have room for that, but I think that explanation was good enough, no?
Yeah, and if you guys want to get really fancy, like kind of it's been referred to as trunk on a more updated, you know.
That's kind of cool.
Luke likes getting naked.
And that
show you.
and that's kind of the trunk. Oh, that's mine.
We lost a phone.
That's all good.
My bad.
And the trunk is basically that's like your, like Matt was saying, that's your glutes up to kind of the bottom of your rib cage. So you get that entire region.
Sliding.
Keeping that tight.
Okay.
We good?
Hey.
So. All right. We got any more questions?
How'd that?
Here?
Was that good? Was that a good answer?
Yeah, going to JJ underscore Shaw 779. I'm not shaving my beard, so suck it up. And
nice try.
Push-ups can strengthen
Kyle,
your
when was
core
the last
quickly.
time you didn't have a beard? Just so they can understand.
I
this a
haven't
little bit.
had a clean-shaven face in
10
probably 10 years, give or take. Laura has another question.
Nice, Laura.
Because Laura's taking over on
Crushing it with
the
the
questions.
questions.
She is taking the lead, and the rest of you should really
Front
step
desk, you
up.
suck.
Yeah, front desk, you guys suck. So she says, not trying to monopolize the questions, but last one.
It's okay, we like it.
We do like it, yeah. There is a lot of talk around macros, keto, etc. What are your thoughts on those various types of diets, and what's sustainable for long-term Shit!
So
This is a lot earlier than I
You're
thought.
you're asking which one of those, and how can you make that a life habit rather than a diet? Because obviously
Or rather than a
always
quick fix.
dieting is always kind of a short term answer.
Yeah.
You want to make a lifestyle out of it. Right?
Okay. Have you guys ever tried keto?
I haven't gone full keto. No, not.
I've
before.
partially tried keto, and I don't. You know what? It wasn't like
Laura,
full
Laura
keto.
says, I am front desk.
Nice.
I just imagine that voice. That's why I said it that way. Hi, Amber.
With keto, I've sort of tried it for. I tried something similar. It's called. What's it called?
Sheena will get you in
Primal.
a second.
Hold on a second. Thinking. It's called the anabolic diet. So I've tried the anabolic diet, which is it's pretty much keto. I mean, I was probably having more than 50 grams of carbs per day. So I guess it wouldn't be officially keto. What I really liked about it is that it's like super tasty, right? Because you can eat up to like 90% fat. I think if I recall right, it's between like 70 and 90% fat that you're supposed to eat. So literally like in the morning, I was having, cheese, lots of cheese on my eggs. I was having sausage. I was having bacon. I was pouring whipped cream into my coffee, and I actually did get a lot leaner. So I got like shredded eating like so much fat, and people didn't even believe that like I was eating the way I was eating.
Why
so
is that, Matt?
I started taking pictures of my food, right? But well, you know what?
Wait, you were taking pictures of your food
Yeah,
and you
so-
wouldn't even put it on social media?
I wasn't.
That's
I
a
wasn't
douche
into
move.
social media very much. Back
One
in the
does
day.
not simply
I've been into
take
social
pictures of your
media
food
for
and
like
not post
1
it.
week. So ever since Evolve and being my own boss, it's like okay, time to get on social media. But yeah, you know what? Is keto sustainable? What happened with me actually is I was putting butter in my coffee. I was eating 6 eggs for breakfast all the time. I was having lots of coconut oil, and I actually found for me that it was so much saturated
You should
fat.
sit down here so I can go like this.
Yeah. Okay.
With so much saturated fat. Saturated fat's fat that's hard at room temperature.
There
That-
we go.
This might be bro science, but I felt like it was like thickening my blood. Okay, so and at the time I was doing CrossFit, right?
Oh.
And
J_Shaw 779 had a nice point. She says the beard, the accent, and smile. Best combo ever.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for that.
Thanks. What's your name?
Okay.
JJ 779.
Yeah. Okay, follow.
Derailed. Yeah. Okay, cool. But anyway, at the time, I was feeling like it was making my blood a little bit thick. And I actually even had a few times where I was swimming and I felt like my heart was like laboring to beat. So it kind of scared me a little bit. And then I went off keto. I cut the fat back a little bit. And I cut out butter in my coffee. I cut out coconut oil for a while. And pretty much instantly, I felt like my blood was thinner and I felt healthier. So it's a tasty diet. It's easy to follow because it tastes good. But it wasn't sustainable for me. So I hope that answers your question somewhat.
She also had a really funny point here that I'm just going to read out real quick.
All right.
Anyone can follow macros, but it doesn't mean you're eating lots of whole foods. Agreed. Agreed. You
Yeah.
can be eating donuts.
Also on the
Because hashtag IIFYM.
on the keto side of things, there is a lot of good science that backs up why it happens and how it happens, and we could spend an entire podcast talking about that. But yeah, there
hey,
are
Matt. Matt Stasic.
Hey, but yeah, there is some really good
Name's
good
Jessica.
resources out of it. Do you guys know some that you can refer to right now,
Uh,
resources on keto stuff? I
yeah.
definitely heard and read a good few things. I just don't remember them off the top of my head.
I mean, one you can try is the anabolic diet. I think when I found it myself, it was free online. A few of my clients have tried it too with success, but again, it always seemed to be short term for one reason or the other. So my opinion on that, following macros and diet and everything, I'm actually going to get to that when we talk about our fitness hacks.
Hey, Lisa.
But you know what?
What'd Lisa say?
Lisa said nothing. She just
Oh.
is watching.
Hi, Lisa.
If you can just stick to no processed foods, if you can just stick to real foods, it's probably the best way. It's the easiest way.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
apparently we have no voice.
But I do like McDoubles.
We have no voice. Where?
Uh,
On yours? I guess it'd be on yours.
really high up. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
you
what's
can't
going
hear
on
us?
here.
I think it's because I was covering the mic.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
That would make sense, Kyle. If you cover the mic, you can't hear anything. You know what I'm saying?
We literally have 4 cameras going right now, so
Works
we're kind
now.
of like looking all over the place.
Does anyone else have any questions, or are we going to go into some of our fitness hacks?
Anybody have any?
Because we got some good hacks.
Yeah, we got some good
and
hacks.
then you can question the hacks too. If
How
you
long
guys
have we been
want.
running for?
I don't know.
I'll check.
Oh, Sheena has a question. I forgot.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, what's your best advice on staying motivated and consistent when starting to work out again? Sheena, that is an excellent question.
Ask the question again. This is the next question.
Sorry,
folks.
yeah. What is your best advice on how to stay motivated and consistent when starting to work out again? Sheena, little secret, no matter who you are, if you've taken a rest, it always sucks on the first day back. And I think like
keep it up, Mac. Keep
like,
trolling.
No matter what.
Got trolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I mean the best advice is to just go in there and do something. Like no matter what, if you've gone on holiday and you're coming back and you don't want to go to the gym, something that's really helpful for me is I'll force myself just to go to the gym and do something. It doesn't even matter what it is. Like do some sort of workout, and it'll get progressively easier as the days go on, and you're going to start to like really want to go because your body's going to start craving it. So
we got 2 hearts.
Yes. 2 hearts. All right.
But what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think it comes down to habit creation. I think, right? So
if you lose that habit, and that's what makes it hard.
you really just need to be consistent for a few weeks in a row, and then it'll just become second nature, right? That's another thing that in the fitness hacks that we can talk about coming up here.
Yeah.
We have
coming right up.
We got any more questions, or should we get into these hacks?
Hey, Courtney, what's up?
Matt had a question. How do I get arms like Luke?
Oh,
well,
bodybuilding.
Yeah, the question was for Luke, not for you, Matt.
Can't be friends anymore.
Okay. All right. Are we gonna? By the way, we know Matt, guys. So we're not gonna answer his question. He knows the answer to his own question.
On a side note, we're gonna talk about some neat little hacks and whatnot. So, you folks can ask questions as is.
I did, Sheena. What do you mean you did?
You guys can ask questions, and I'll just interrupt them, and then answer your questions. Is that cool?
Okay.
Give me a couple hearts or thumbs up or
okay. Let's get to these fitness hacks though.
But here's the fitness hacks.
So top 3 fitness hacks. Okay, I wrote a couple of these down. I got a few prepared. You got a few prepared there.
I got prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We know with Kyle, they're all up in his head. He's got them somewhere.
Yeah, man.
Right? All right,
all
so I'll go with my number 1 first, and then we'll let the other guys do their number 1 as well. I actually would say that training partners are the number 1 fitness hack for me. If you think about the accountability you have when you have a training partner, you have this like friendly competition, right? When you have training partners, you kind of create camaraderie.
Aaron.
You know, that's why CrossFit does so well, right? Just because you kind of create this community, right? And then you're accountable to each other.
And guys, if you hate CrossFit, just listen to what he has to say. Just stay and listen because he has some good stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Because some people might just dip out as soon as they hear that.
Yeah,
I mean,
no doubt.
Yeah, he does have some good stuff.
Like my experience, I was in my best shape ever when I was training with a few buddies. We were doing Invictus. It was like an online CrossFit program. Training with a couple of the coaches back when they were coaches at Rock Jungle. Shout out to Edward King and Graham Duty. But I was in the best shape I've ever been, and it was just that going to the gym and competing sort of with my friends each day. I also find you don't even have to be competitive. I have clients that they tell me they're not competitive. I'll put them in a group. You still don't want to be last. You're still going to push yourself a little harder. So I would say, the number 1, like it's underutilized. The number 1 fitness hack for me is if you can find a training partner, you're gold.
Or partners.
Yeah, or partners. Yeah, like a community,
plural, right? In the plural. You got one?
Luke, what do we got?
No.
Okay. Well, I got a few. I'm just trying to decide which ones you guys want to know about. You know what? We're gonna stick to some hypertrophy stuff because it's had a bad rep today.
I'm sorry about that. I love
so basically size. Hypertrophy is like we're putting on muscle size. And something that a really cool little fact for you guys is if you do 10, it's been proven that 10 sets of the same movement a week is gonna drastically increase your size. So if you're doing your hypertrophy based off of a week basis, as opposed to based off of like in that workout, it kind of gives you a bigger view of what you're doing and just kind of a better idea. What are they saying?
Who gives hypertrophy a bad rap? This guy.
This guy.
Is it because I'm so skinny, guys?
And he says,
I know.
He says,
I'm not the picture
freaking
of hypertrophy.
manlets, probably.
And so if you're doing it like that, guys, it kind of gives you like a different perspective, and you might do, for example, if you want big arms, then
Like Luke.
then
Hey,
you
Matt.
do the.
Hey
this is
guys,
for you, Matt.
I don't hate hypertrophy. There's lots of hypertrophy in my programming.
Dude.
I just don't think bodybuilding's the right
Hey, Matt, I'm trying to explain
platform
something
for everything. Okay, sorry, had to say that.
Yeah, so if you do it like that, then you could do 5, and also you got to make sure you're challenging yourself every time. Like if you're doing like 5 sets of 10 bicep curls and it's really easy, like you're not going to see nearly as many results if you do 5 sets of 10 bicep curls to failure. And if you do that 2 times in the week, and that means you're hitting your 10 sets in the week, so it'll make a big difference.
10 sets plus.
Thanks, Matt.
Definitely.
Yeah, 10 sets plus. It's kind of a little bit foggy after 10 right now, whether that does have an impact, but definitely 10. And on the hypertrophy note, you need size to lift weights. Like if you want to be picking up more weights, you need more muscle mass. And like if you look at some of the the strongman guys, those guys are like 400 pounds plus. There's no way they could lift the weights they're lifting at 200 pounds. So, just saying, you do need to put on size at some point or another, even if you're a performance athlete. And for me, my focus is definitely not aesthetics, but I do see the importance of that.
Thanks.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Artie.
Okay.
More is better.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Hi, Coach Adam.
Kyle, you got a fitness hack for us?
I do have a fitness hack.
All right.
So if you're
What's
someone
up, Owen? Long time no speak, brother.
if you're someone who's really wanting to start losing weight, really simply, just take the stairs.
True.
Just take the stairs. We took the stairs today, and Luke was like, "Oh, that should be a fitness hack," and I thought, "I'm gonna steal it," so I did. So if you're someone who's even just starting out and you just want to have a little bit of a healthier life, like simple, you don't need to change your diet. You don't need to overly start going to the gym. You don't need to do all these crazy shenanigans, especially diet fads and all that shenanigans. Just take the stairs instead of the elevator. Walk instead of drive if it's nice out. And,
true story.
You can walk there. So,
Choose
super
the path
simple.
of the path hack most resistance.
Yeah, choose the path or path of most resistance. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And here's back to Matt. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to comment and
Comment with questions, guys.
Give a couple questions.
Okay, fitness hack number 2 for me. I'd say keeping your meals simple. Basically, like eating the same thing all the time, right? So I know, yeah.
Sick, man.
So
Your fitness hack sucks.
right. Coming from the chef over here, I understand
Exactly.
that. But I mean, so if you're eating the same meals all the time, like for me, for instance, I'm having eggs and oatmeal every morning. Eggs and oatmeal, I'll put cheese on the eggs, 5 eggs, cheese, steel cut oats, throw them in the microwave, super easy. Throw some peanut butter in it, have a coffee, right? So that's my simple breakfast. Other than that, I'm usually doing chicken and rice and veggies. And I usually just get like a big family pack of like chicken thighs, throw them in the slow cooker, put some barbecue sauce on them. It takes like 5 minutes, right? Make a big pot of rice, right? So, well, think about that though. When you're keeping your meals simple.
Matt, there's a question specifically for you here. Read it out loud. Be sure to read it out loud.
Where are we going here? You waved at Coach Adam. How do you access Matt's abs? How do you access Matt's abs? Okay, well, you guys are derailing me here, okay? I'm trying to tell you guys about simple meals, and I'm getting derailed.
And it was good. It was good stuff, though.
Yeah, no, it was good stuff.
It's a good
He
thing
just got bored of it. That's all.
Right.
But
right.
it was a question. It was legit.
But let me explain this hack a little bit in more depth, okay?
Okay.
Another thing, when you're consuming regular meals, the same things all the time, it's very easy to see if you're gaining weight, if you're losing weight. Your calories intake's going to be pretty much the same all the time.
True.
So it's just measurable. It's simple. You don't have to think. So that is my fitness hack number 2.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And I eat cereal like 4 times a day. So
Yeah, I witnessed it.
As far as consistency is concerned,
He's
I'm right
there.
on the money.
Yeah.
For that, and then I just eat like McDonald's when I go home. You know. You need diet advice? Like, I'm not your guy. Not gonna lie. Okay.
We're sliding away here. Let's get this couch up. We're getting away from the mics here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into another
Questions,
science.
please.
I got a sciencey.
Ask some questions.
I got a sciencey hack, guys.
All right,
We like
sciencey.
sciencey hacks.
What we got. We're at 30 minutes in, guys. 30
Nice.
minutes.
Cool. We have 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about I'm just gonna touch on speed training. So that's something that is often misdone. I think a lot of people go into the gym and they're like, I want to finish with a sweat. And sometimes speed training doesn't give you that sweat that you might be expecting. And that's something you just have to recognize if you're doing speed training. You want to be doing like 2 to 5 reps each set, and they have to be 100% effort. And if your 5th rep is not as fast as your previous rep of whatever the activity is that you're doing, you might as well not do that rep. Because if we're doing maximal speed training, you have to be hitting that maximal every time in order to see improvement. So you have to make sure that you are doing maximal effort and you are taking 2 to 4 minutes rest between in order for you to build up that ATP, get that recovery, and be able to go 100% again to see results. So yeah, if you're doing speed training, you want to increase your sprint speed or your jump height, so that's some power training as well, then you need to bear in mind that you need those rest periods and you need to be doing maximal effort every time, or there's really no point in doing it. So
Basically, can I add to that a little bit?
Yeah.
So yeah, like basically what you're saying is you can't be doing like a circuit of some sort where, you know, you have a really high heart rate and you're still tired, and one of the circuits being like sprinting, and actually expect to get better at sprinting doing that.
Not maximally. Maybe some power endurance.
Right.
But not like maximal power output.
Right. Yeah. We're just a product of our environments, and our muscle fibers are super pliable. So you've got fast twitch, you've got slow twitch, and you've got some neutral muscle fibers in between. You can't really train those fast twitch muscles to become faster unless you're like fully recovered.
True story.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you are doing that and you're like, man, I'm resting for like 3 minutes, you can do stuff during the break. You know, a lot of people, you see them sitting on a chair and just waiting, and I definitely do that as well sometimes. But you know, if you want to do some bicep if you want to do some bicep curls during the break, or if you want to do some shoulder press, or if you want to do something that is unrelated to the movement that you're doing, or even some mobility stuff, then you can do that during your break. That's okay. It's not going to take away from your workout.
We're just heads in my feed here.
Yes.
I should like adjust that a little
Mine's
bit.
solid.
Yours is solid.
Hey,
we got
Tony.
20 cameras going here.
You guys know Tony?
No.
World Health, St. Albert Trail,
You looking for a job?
fitness consultant.
You're looking for a job?
He's a good life now. He's a good life boy.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Do you got another hack for us, Kyle, or what?
Yep.
Tony, put your questions down, bro. If you want Matt's abs.
Right. My fitness hack is to drink more water.
I love it. It's true.
That's good.
And then also on top of
Basic,
that,
it is good.
eat less
Encouraging.
sugar.
Nice.
Drink more water and eat less sugar.
That's the
Simple as that.
that's the Dr. Oz fitness hack for us of the day.
Yeah, man.
That's
For
good.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
good. We need that stuff, man.
Right?
We all need that
Dr.
stuff.
Oz is rich as fuck. Remember that.
Right.
How about, how about coffee? What about coffee, Kyle?
Coffee is good. It's the original pre-workout.
True story.
Caffeine's in everything. You can obviously have
pre-workout.
too much. Makes
You
sense.
can.
You-
But
yeah.
it takes a lot.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
If
but
you want
it's-
to know how much caffeine you can eat, type in "death by caffeine," and there's a website that comes up and it'll tell you exactly how much coffee you need to eat before
It's pretty impressive.
or drink
actually.
before. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty cool.
You guys want to get on to hack number 3?
Sure.
Okay, so my hack number 3 is follow a program. Okay. I mean, back to the story where I was saying, you know, I was in the best shape of my life when I was training with partners. We were also all following a program. So even when I didn't have those partners to train with, if I was traveling, if I was out of town or whatever it is, I still had
phone, isn't it?
a program to follow, right? So, I mean, you don't have to think when you have a program to follow. Consistency is usually better. You can just get in the gym and do it. And I know a lot of my clients, that's what they tell me that they train too, because they just, they don't know what to do for one, and they don't want to think about it. They just want to get in the gym and do it. And why not let somebody else that knows more than you about fitness write your program for you, right?
Or even like if you're somebody who does know quite a bit, like even getting somebody else to do it, like a peer of yours, or like it still just kind of forces you not to really think about it and to just do it and not question the program. Whereas if you write it yourself, sometimes you want to question it because you just don't want to do something. And also on top of that, you get bored pretty. Like we all get bored pretty easy. And the thing about gains is it's about repetition. And you're going to be doing the same movements pretty consistently, pretty frequently, and you're going to want to change it up. And reality is, the more you're doing those movements, the better you're going to get at those movements. It's specificity. This is 101.
So, we hear you.
Yeah, popped up quite good.
All right. Got any more questions here?
Kyle, you got another hack for us, or what?
I got another.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah? You want to go first, or am I going
sure.
first?
I'm going to piggyback off of Matt and say...
Yeah, do that hack.
Just get a personal trainer. Just get a personal trainer. Simple as that. You don't have to think. You just have to show up and not suck. You just have to do what's written down.
Fitlosophy.
Fitlosophy.
Kyle.
And you'll be able to just walk in, not have to worry about anything. You just have to show up. It's not that hard. You walk through the door, show up, get a good workout, get a good sweat on, and know that you're going to be scheduled in for your next session.
Yep. And you're going to see improvements.
You'll see improvements faster because you're going to have someone with a better knowledge base helping you out that has experience, get you from point A to point B more effectively and efficiently. So,
or you can go to school for 2 years and then get somebody else to write it for you anyway.
That's a thing, actually, yeah.
So,
because writing your own programs doesn't hold you accountable fully.
It doesn't. Okay, I got another hack. So, who goes into the gym and foam rolls for like half an hour before they work out, and they foam roll everything?
I used to do that.
True story.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people do it because
right.
Foam rolling's like the big deal, right? It's like foam rolling, it's a big thing. So, my hack is, yes, foam rolling's good, and especially before you work out, if you have any sort of muscle imbalances, it's definitely good to hit the foam roller. However, it's also going to be much more effective for you in general to just warm up with the movements you're going to be doing during that workout. If you're doing a leg day, do a whole bunch of like squat variations with low weight / just the bar, and warm up the joints, get that movement going. Everyone knows when you first start squatting, it feels like awful. Mm-hmm. You go into that first squat, you're like, oh my goodness. But 50 squats in feels much better, and then you can actually load some weight on, and you're not going to get injured nearly as often. It's just going to feel a whole lot better. You pound out a lot more weight. So yeah, just warm up with the movements you're about to do. Bam.
Okay. Boom. You got anything else?
Fitness hacks.
Pow. Questions?
Wrap this up?
Nope. No questions on this end.
Nope.
No questions? Natalie? Nothing?
Well,
nope.
I only got a couple people
Natalie
in mind,
knows
so.
everything.
Well, she actually is the one opening the calorie ball.
She knows everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, she actually does know everything.
Natalie knows everything. She doesn't need to know anything.
All right.
Who established that one again?
Cool.
Well,
guys, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Comment in the comment below if you have questions for next time.
Hold on. Plugs. It's plugs time.
Oh, right.
We got to plug it here.
Yeah.
What?
You want me to start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we're going to plug some stuff before we
English.
close up here.
Use different word. Yeah.
You can
point,
follow me on Instagram at Fortitude Functional Fitness, or my Facebook page, also Fortitude Functional Fitness. I started building a website, but I'm super new to this. This is my first week at Evolve and as my own boss, so I don't have that up yet. I have a trainerized profile you can also see if you go to either of my Facebook pages. And you can follow this podcast, I guess you can call it, on YouTube, on our YouTube channel at Fitlosophy. our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You'll have better
It's
quality.
Fitlosophy podcast.
Yes,
Philosophy.
Fitlosophy podcast. Yeah.
Fitlosophy
Spelled
podcast.
F-I-T.
F-I-T.
Make sure you have your pens out.
L-O-S-O-P-H-Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fitlosophy.
Podcast.
Yeah,
That's part of the name.
with better,
Oh.
with better audio and better picture.
Cool. And for me, I on Instagram, Luke_May_fitness. You follow me on Instagram or Facebook, Luke May Fitness dash LMF. We can just Yeah.
Cool.
Fair enough. You can find me at Warrior Bootcamp and on Instagram, and then Warrior Bootcamp on the Facebook.
Keep it
And then
simple.
be sure to.
Reading
Oh,
question.
shit. No, it was from Matt. He's down a waist size and upper shirt size.
Okay,
It's
that's
getting
good.
jacked.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And check out my website, warriorbootcamp.ca, if you have any interest in articles and fitness.
Sweet.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. Check out all these pages, learn more stuff,
And
get involved.
We'll see you guys same time next week.
Sweet.
Same place.
Bye.
Oh.